Dougal here with the Martial Arts of Money. Fourth book review of this week. Michael Lewis, LIARS Poker. Pretty amazing book. Michael Lewis, super popular author. He author of. They didn't make a movie out of this book. I think this is his. Pretty sure this is his first book. But he's had quite the phenomenal writing career. He wrote The Big Short. I read that book before they released the movie. Moneyball with Brad Pitt. So what else he's got here? And yeah, those are his two famous books. Oh, Flash Boys. Boom. That's an amazing book. Anyways, Michael Lewis focuses on finance, the investment banking world, money. And he gets right into the nitty gritty. I love his writing style. He'll take a topic and then cover the story of someone's perspective from multiple angles. So here's the issue, covers one guy here, one guy there, one guy there, one guy there, how their perspective on the same issue, like their story on the same issue. So you as the reader, you get to see things from multiple angles, and you're getting the inside of the finance world. This book here is Michael Lewis was fresh out of Princeton and London School of Economics when he landed a job at the Salomon Brothers, one of Wall Street's premier investment firms. So Michael, if you ever, like for me, for example, I grew up in a small city. I've always loved money. I've always been I've always liked stock trading and stuff like that. I did fairly well numbers wise in my 20s until I lost my first fortune. Lost 30 grand when I was 26. It's everything I had worked for my entire life when the stock market crashed. The company I invested in actually over-delivered on what they said they were going to do. So me, from an investment standpoint, I knew the risks going into the deal that I made. But what I didn't know was macroeconomics. People are emotional about money. People aren't logical about money. People that are 5%, 1% wealthy, the ninjas, the successful martial artists of money, are logical and emotionless about money. People, for the most part, are emotional about money. So macroeconomics doesn't matter if the ones and zeros make this math sense. Emotions, it's hard to put math behind emotions. So it's pretty this book is very wild to see the inside of one of these investment firms, and you're getting it from a first source. And this guy experienced this, so and he's built himself an amazing career. So in my opinion, I've never met the guy or talked to him, but he's a very credible person, and he's got my ear, and my time spending in his books have delivered me immense value just on my philosophy of martial arts, of money, the way I look at the world, things like that. And because for me, to be honest, I've always wanted to be in the investment banking world in some degree earlier. Now that I'm a little older, I kind of know my place in the world and kind of where I'm going in the direction I'm in. I'm happy the direction I'm going. But yeah, it would have been an interesting ride in my just in my 20s in the investment world. I definitely have the personality for it. If you're wondering about being in investment banking, stocks, and anything, like actually a full career in it, alpha males, really good. Tough person, super competitive. You got to be smart. You got to want to hustle. You got to have that internal drive that you can swim with the sharks and fly with the eagles, because you're playing in the big leagues, and people don't kind of mess around with money. If you're kind of meek and passive, I'm sure there's rules for you for sure. They have rules for everyone, but if you want to go after that big money, like you see in the Wolf of Wall Street stuff, that's mostly unethical stuff. But there's a lot of ethical stuff in that world as well. It's definitely, you have to have that competitor, that athlete. I've had a few interviews at investment bank firms, and the one commonality question is, what books did you read and stuff like that. So that's one thing I have going for me, is the amount of books I've read. I know it's definitely given me an edge, which has led me to doing these book reviews in my spare time as I boot up my laptop, because I'm having internet issues. So yeah, Liar's Poker, Michael Lewis, amazing book. Definitely 5 stars out of 5. The truth is, I don't remember everything in this book, but the only reason why I don't read this book again is because reading this book is not going to make me more money. And that's what I need to be focusing on, building my businesses, living through my heart. There's only so many books you can read before you have to start imposing your will into the world, in the entrepreneur world, and getting the results you want for your life. Michael Lewis, Liar's Poker. Once again, amazing book, just amazing book. And I'm going to be covering another Michael Lewis book tomorrow in my book review. I'm just going in alphabetical order. Have a great day. Thank you.